Imagine walking through a city where every single wall, every door, every street is painted in the same mysterious shade of blue. But here's the strange part, no one truly knows why. Welcome to Chefchaouen, Morocco's bluest secret. Imagine walking into a town where every wall is blue. The doors are blue. The stairs are blue. Even the flower pots on the windowsills are painted in shades of blue. It feels like you are walking inside a dream, or maybe at the bottom of a calm, blue sea. This magical place is real. It is called Chefchaouen, a small city tucked away in the Rif Mountains of Morocco. The air is fresh and the light is soft. The city is a maze of narrow streets, all painted in beautiful shades of sky and water. This is why people call it the Blue Pearl. Many visitors come here every year, but most of them leave with a question. Why is this whole city blue? The mystery of the blue walls is part of what makes Chefchaouen so special. It is a question that invites you to look closer at the walls, to touch the painted surfaces, and to talk to the people who live there. Is the color for beauty? Is it for a religious reason? Or is there a practical purpose that we cannot see? The answer is not just one simple thing. Long before guidebooks tried to explain the blue, local people told stories. These myths are a big part of what makes Chefchaouen feel so magical. One popular story says the blue color is there to keep mosquitoes away. People believe mosquitoes do not like clear moving water, so painting the town blue would make the insects think the city was a flowing river. This folktale shows how people used creativity to solve everyday problems. For generations, mothers have told their children this story, and the tradition of painting the walls continues. Another common belief is that the blue protects the city from the evil eye. In many Mediterranean cultures, the evil eye is a curse caused by a jealous or unkind look. People believe it can cause bad luck, illness, unhappiness. The color blue, especially bright sky blue, is thought to be a powerful shield. By painting their homes blue, people created a fortress of good fortune. Every blue wall and doorway became a symbol of safety and protection. Some of the oldest stories connect the blue color to water, life. Chefchaouen is built near an important mountain spring called Ras El Ma. This spring provides fresh water for the whole town. Water is precious in the dry mountains, seen as a gift from God. One myth says the city was painted blue to honor this life-giving spring. The blue walls are a constant thank you note to nature. These myths are more than old tales. They are the soul of the city, a deep connection between people, their environment, and their spiritual beliefs. The most widely accepted story of Chefchaouen's blue color begins with a difficult journey. It starts in the late 15th century, around the year 1492, a time of great change in Spain. Jewish people were forced to leave their homes. Muslim people were forced to leave their homes. Many of these families, Sephardic Jews, crossed the sea to North Africa. Some traveled into the rugged Rif Mountains, searching for a peaceful place to start new lives. They found a small fortress town. That town was Chefchaouen. It became their new home and a sanctuary. They brought their traditions with them. One tradition was painting things blue. In Jewish culture, blue has deep spiritual meaning, the color of the sky, a reminder of heaven, a reminder of God, a symbol of divinity and faith. Painting their houses blue was more than decoration. They were creating a sacred space. The blue walls were a daily reminder of their connection to God. A way to keep faith strong in a new land. At first, the tradition was quiet, contained within the Jewish quarter, the Mellah. Families mixed a lime-based paint called cal with a blue dye to make the color, repainting regularly, often before religious holidays. Painting was a community activity, refreshing surroundings and spirits. The blue became a sign of hope and resilience. Over time, the Jewish community lived alongside Muslim neighbors, and traditions began to mix. The blue spread beyond the Jewish quarter. Other residents saw the beauty and calm and started painting their homes. What began as a spiritual practice became a shared town aesthetic, a story of refuge, faith, and the gentle blending of cultures. As years turned into decades, the act of painting the city blue grew from a specific tradition into a citywide habit. One family would paint their doorway blue, and the family next door would like how it looked and paint their wall. Slowly but surely, the blue crept up the alleyways and around the corners, until the entire old city was covered. The color became a shared language that everyone in Chefchaouen understood. The people of Chefchaouen became known for their unique and beautiful town. Travelers started to write stories about the blue city, and photographers came to capture its charm. Painting the walls blue became a way to care for their city and present its best face to the world. It was a collective effort, something that everyone did together. This shared activity helped to strengthen the bonds between neighbors and build a strong sense of community identity. Today, the tradition is very much alive. Each spring, before the summer heat arrives, you can see people all over the Medina repainting their homes. It is often the women of the household who take on this task. They mix large buckets of the blue and white lime wash and apply it with wide brushes. They paint the bottom half of the buildings, creating a beautiful two-tone effect against the white upper walls. This annual repainting is like a spring cleaning for the whole city. It washes away the dust of the past year and makes everything feel fresh and new. The color has become so important that it is now part of the town's official identity. The local government encourages residents to keep the tradition going. The blue is what makes Chefchaouen famous around the world, and it brings many visitors who help support the local economy. But for the people who live there, it is more than just a tourist attraction. The blue is their heritage. It is a link to their past, and a promise to their future. Peace, faith, and community defining their mountain home. The blue of Chefchaouen is not a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing tradition. The sun, the wind, the rain cause it to fade and peel over time. To keep the city beautiful, the walls must be repainted regularly, a collective responsibility shared by the entire community. This tradition is passed down, mixing pigment with lime, choosing deep indigo, or pale sky blue. The city becomes a tapestry of different tones, kept alive with care and pride. While myths and history give Chefchaouen its soul, there is also some simple science that helps explain the blue. One of the most practical reasons for the color is its ability to keep things cool. The houses in the Medina are built very close together, with narrow winding alleys between them. Dark colors absorb heat, making buildings warmer. The light blue walls of Chefchaouen do the opposite. They bounce the sun's rays away, helping keep buildings and narrow streets cooler during the day. The lime wash paint itself also has useful properties, known as cal in Spanish, jir in Arabic, and made from limestone. When mixed with water, it creates a simple but effective coating. Lime is naturally antibacterial and acts as a disinfectant. For centuries, people have used it to keep their homes clean and hygienic. There is also the popular idea that the blue paint helps to keep insects away, especially mosquitoes. The story about mosquitoes thinking the city is a river is a myth, but there may be a small grain of truth. The traditional lime wash paint creates a very alkaline surface. This high pH is not friendly for many insects. Some people might have historically added natural, insect-repelling substances, like certain plant extracts, to their paint mixtures. So, while the blue color itself doesn't scare bugs away, the paint material it's mixed with could have made the homes less attractive to pests. The blue of Chefchaouen is a perfect blend of beauty and function, a clever climate control system and a form of natural pest control. It shows how people, over many generations, found solutions that worked on multiple levels, cooling their homes, keeping them clean, and filling their hearts with peace. If you plan a trip to this beautiful city, there are a few special spots you should not miss. First, make your way to the main square, called Place Outa El Hammam. This is the bustling center of the Medina. The square is lined with cafes. Restaurants fill the edges of the plaza. It faces the grand red walls of the old Kasbah, or fortress. It's the perfect place to sit with a cup of sweet mint tea and to watch the world go by. You can find it easily on a map by searching for Place Outa El Hammam. Next, you must find the famous blue stairs. This is perhaps the most photographed spot in all of Chefchaouen. A narrow, steep staircase curls up between buildings, tucked away in a quiet alley. Walls painted a vibrant shade of blue surround the steps. Colorful flower pots with bright red geraniums. Pink geraniums add another pop of color. The flowers line the steps, creating a stunning contrast. To find it, search for the Blue Street, Escalier Bleus, on your map. Or better yet, just wander until you stumble upon it. For a taste of local life, take a short walk to Ras El Ma. Ras El Ma means head of the water. It's the spring where the city gets its fresh water. A small waterfall tumbles over smooth rocks. Local women still come here to wash laundry the traditional way. It's a peaceful spot just outside the Medina Gate. The sound of flowing water is very calming. To see the most breathtaking view, a path from the eastern gate leads up to the Spanish mosque. The walk takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and it's worth every step. From the top you can see the entire blue city below, nestled in the valley between two mountains. The best time to go is late afternoon, so you can watch the sunset. Fading light turns the blue walls into shades of purple and gray. Search for Spanish Chefchaouen to find the location. Finally, to truly understand the hidden corners and stories of Chefchaouen, have a knowledgeable friend. A great resource is See Morocco with Us. They specialize in authentic Moroccan journeys. Their local guides can show you secret alleys, introduce you to local artisans, and share the stories you won't find in any guidebook. Visit www.seemoroccowithus.com to start planning your personal adventure. Walking through the streets of Chefchaouen feels like stepping inside a living painting. The world is reduced to simple, beautiful elements: the blue of the walls, the green of the mountains, the bright colors of the goods sold in the tiny shops. The streets are too narrow for cars, so the only sounds you hear are the gentle hum of conversation, the footsteps of fellow wanderers, and the occasional call to prayer from the mosque. This quietness allows you to notice the small details: a beautifully carved wooden door, a cat stretching lazily on a blue step, an old woman in a traditional striped blanket walking home with her groceries. The city's layout is a delightful maze. There is no straight path from one place to another. Every wrong turn leads to a new discovery: a hidden courtyard, a tiny art gallery, a quiet fountain. This forces you to slow down and be present in the moment. The people of Chefchaouen are known for their warmth and friendliness. As you walk, you will be greeted with smiles and the friendly greeting, Salam alaikum, which means peace be upon you. Shopkeepers invite you to look at hand-woven rugs, leather goods, fragrant spices. They are happy to talk and share a story, but they are not pushy. As the day goes on, the light changes. In the early morning, the blue is soft and pale. At midday, it becomes vibrant and intense. In late afternoon, the blue walls take on a warm glow. Each time of day offers a new perspective, a new painting to admire. A walk through Chefchaouen is a feast for the senses and a balm for the soul. When you see someone repainting a wall in Chefchaouen, you are witnessing more than just home improvement. You are seeing a culture in action, a tradition being lovingly carried into the future. It ensures the blue pearl remains alive, repinned with love, year after year. In the end, the reason why Chefchaouen is blue is less important than how the blue makes you feel. Whether it began as a spiritual symbol, a practical cooling system, or a defense against insects, the result is the same. It has created a place that feels utterly unique and deeply peaceful. Walking through the blue alleys is like a meditation. The color calms your mind. The quiet streets encourage you to slow down. You start to notice the small beauties around you. The feeling is one of tranquility, of being gently held by the city itself. The feeling stays with you long after you have left the mountains. The true reason Chefchaouen is blue might be a mix of myth, history, and science. But the most important reason is the feeling it gives you. Wonder, calm, a gentle, unforgettable joy. If you enjoyed this journey into Chefchaouen's blue maze, follow See Morocco with us for more hidden stories and more secrets from the heart of Morocco. Let the blue whisper to you, and you will carry its song in your heart forever. See Morocco with us. Experience Morocco your way. Visit www.seemoroccowithus.com to start planning your personal adventure.